name's Jacob Casella, and this is my God story. I guess my story kind of started a little while ago, about 8-9 months ago. About 8 months ago, my dad had a stroke, and it was out of nowhere. My dad's the healthiest person that I know. We all do CrossFit. My whole family is a CrossFit family, as you can see. If you know CrossFit, he made it to regionals 3 years in a row. And last year, before his stroke, he was one spot away from making it to the CrossFit Games. He's never smoked a day in his life, and the healthiest guy I know. And out of nowhere, I was at work one day. It was about 9 in the morning, and one of my friends who's actually at the gym, told me I need to get off and I need to go down there. They said that he thinks he had a stroke. So I guess after that, I have two brothers, and they're younger than me. So I was the one in the family that had to step up. I had to manage his finances, his medical decisions, take care of the house, take care of him, as well as manage my own stress and my own anxiety that I had on in my life. And I tanked. I had developed the worst drinking habit that I've ever had in my life. I would drink substantially, a night before work. I'd go to bed throwing up, and I'd wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning throwing up and going right to work. That's just where I was. I was bitter, I was angry, I was confused, and honestly, my faith just downfalled. I hit rock bottom, and I didn't really care. And doing that, I also saw that, and I don't know if it was my decisions, but my brothers were also taking a toll as well. They were getting into drugs and drinking and driving. My dad and he can't speak that well, but we would always butt heads, and I had no patience for anything. So that's what was going on in the household. And I woke up one morning, hungover, throwing up again, on my way to work, and I just thought to myself driving, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, this isn't me. This is just me trying to cope with and get over the bitterness that I had inside. And so I changed my way real quick. I was pretty fortunate that God allowed that to happen. I snapped right out of it. I threw away all the bottles I had. I got out of it real quick, and I started going back to church. My grades were slipping, but I started to study way more. I got my grades back up. Ever since I was a senior in high school, God's given me the passion in my heart to pursue a career in the fire service. Recently, I'm not a fireman, but God's blessed me with the opportunity to volunteer with the Phoenix Fire Department, and that's probably one of the biggest accomplishments that I've ever been given from Him. And I worked real hard for it, but I enjoy every second of it, and it's a good start. I look at it now as God was, it's like a bow and arrow, like we learned about in church. All that stuff, all that anxiety, all that anger, heartbreak, God was using it like a bow, pulling me back. And I kind of knew it all along. I really did, but I didn't want to really accept it as what it was, because I was hurting pretty bad. But I came to terms with it. He was pulling me back, and when He's ready, and I don't think it's happened yet, but when your arrow gets released, it's gonna hit its target, and it's gonna go right through it. I'm very fortunate for the classes that I take too, because my teachers, they're all firemen, and they're not only teaching me, the stuff that I need to learn, but they're also teaching me how to be a man. I believe that stress is what shapes and molds a man. You learn how to deal with it and cope with it, and I think I was the complete opposite of a man for how I was handling myself and handling how I treat my dad, even in his worst moments. And I'm learning that very quickly, even through school, as well as here. But so that's what I'm doing. My dad and I are getting along better, and I try my best. But that's where we are right now, and I can say that God placed me where I am today to not only humble me, but to teach me a lesson and to have me experience what it's like to to be shaped and molded by stress and how to become a man.